Nobody is buying Black Ops 7. That's actually kind of what it is looking like, but it could be like a remember no pre-order situation, but I think that might be wrong. If we hop over and look at the Steam database, it appears as though you see number 3, we've got Battlefield, and then way down here, we have Black Ops 7, and just some of the things that are above here are wild. But it's not only that, we also have this. This is the pre-order numbers or pre-order order for PlayStation. Normally, after a Call of Duty is announced, it's going to be number 1 and number 2. However, number 3 is the Battlefield Phantom Edition. Number 5 is the Battlefield 6 Standard Edition. And then way down here, we have Black Ops 7, and then Black Ops 7 even lower, with number 1 being NBA. I didn't know that pre-orders for that were so wild. Now, there are a couple of issues that I see with this. Number 1, there's already been a beta for Battlefield 6, so that builds some hype as well. We haven't had the big reveal event for Call of Duty yet, which is Call of Duty Next, but the thing that I wanted to look at today is why. What is going on here, and why are we seeing these numbers? And I think traditionally it comes down to 2 things, and basically my thoughts on what has been going on with Black Ops 7 since the reveal of it was summarized perfectly in a tweet from Merc Music. He said, "Genuine question. For those flooding my replies with negativity about Black Ops 7, what do you actually not like about what you've seen in this game so far? Did you only watch the Gamescom trailer? Did you watch the entire Black Ops 7 Direct, which showcased a massive amount of quality of life improvements and changes, as well as overall content coming to the game? I'm just baffled. I don't think I've ever seen this in this much hate and negativity for a COD game. Even hating on the IW or Infinite Warfare trailer back in 2016 was just a meme, but people seem to genuinely be pissed off, and I'm just not seeing it, I guess. A ton of you guys found my content from Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 7 so far looks like it fits right in around the era and has a similar themes as well as guns maps straight out of Black Ops 2. I also played and enjoyed the hell out of Battlefield 6, and I think it's great to have different options and variety this year. I will definitely give the game a chance, as I do with every COD game, and I will share my honest thoughts, both positive and negative. I'm shocked that most people don't understand that paid ads legally require you to have ads or sponsored in your posts. So if you don't understand where that's coming from, as a Call of Duty content creator, maybe once every 5 years, a game comes out that people just don't vibe with. And if you say anything positive about it, you get called a paid show. Just to be clear, I want to be really clear here, because I happen to know a little bit of information on this. There's almost never content creators that get paid for Call of Duty. There's been a few. Ninjas got paid. That style and level of person has got paid. But I personally have gone to many Call of Duty events. I have not once ever been paid by Call of Duty. Most of the people I know have never been paid for by Call of Duty. I believe like people like Swag and things like that for paid for streams have. Do you know who pays for all of the creators to go to their events? Battlefield. Just to be clear, most of those people who went to that Battlefield event were actually paid to be there. Just so happens the game's also pretty good. But yeah, that'll happen once every 5 years. You'll get called a shill, even if you're saying horrible things about the game like we're about to. Now, I want to understand where this comes from. And basically, as I read through Merc Music's tweets and everything like that and responses to it, I saw essentially 3 things and reasons as, well, really 4 reasons as to why this was. Number 1 is plain and simple. Every once in a while, Call of Duty has to work years in advance, and it just so happens that I think this time they had to work 4 years in advance. I think they knew they were going to go Modern Warfare, Black Ops. I think they knew that they were going to do that, and they knew they were going to do a 91 Black Ops, and they knew they were going to do a futuristic Black Ops. And not only does the setting of the futuristic game not connect with people, on top of that, the overall multiple games of the same title back-to-back years don't land either. So in other words, you have a setting people don't want and a game that people don't want. Back in the day when we would have Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, and then Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, like that kind of vibe, it would switch every single year. And not only that, the engine of the game would switch as well, making it feel like you were playing a different game. But it's not been just that. The other 2 big things that I've seen people say are, number 1, carryover content. Carryover content, I think, is a lot of people burnt real bad. Now, there are going to be the people out there that are like, I paid for this content, let me use this content. We've talked about this. If you bought DLC back in the day, it didn't carry over to the next game. You bought something for that game, it stayed in that game. That's kind of what these things are. And Call of Duty tried to make more people buy their microtransactions by making them carry forward year after year after year. It worked, and now people feel burnt if that's going to change. And just to be clear, I truly believe when Modern Warfare 4 comes out next year, the things will not carry forward. And I really think they should announce that early on. And if they do carry forward, I think I might just be done with the series altogether, if I'm going to be honest with you. So there's the carry forward content. If they do something along the lines of where they turn on a toggle where you can turn off ridiculous skins or turn off skins from before Black Ops 7, I think that's going to put a lot of people off. So that's number one. Number two is skill-based matchmaking. It's just after playing the Battlefield 6 beta and being able to have fun, be able to use any gun that I actually wanted to, be able to play with different loadouts, be able to play in different ways, and still feel like I was having an impact and having fun and didn't just need to use, like, say for example, the shotgun was really broken in Battlefield 6. I didn't feel like I needed to use that weapon because I wasn't in a lobby with a bunch of people the same skill level as me, and the only way you could get an advantage is if you use that main weapon, that good weapon, that Jackal PDW. So there is that. So there's the setting, there's carryover, and then there is skill-based matchmaking. There is truly one other thing that I think not a lot of people are saying, and that is just burnout. Burnout of the same thing over and over. It happens maybe once every 7 to 8 years that we get the great reset, as I will call it. And I think the last great reset that we had was with Modern Warfare 2019. And I don't think we're going to get that great reset until basically Modern Warfare 4. And the reason for that is they're going to stop going on the last gen consoles, which allows them to develop just for new gen consoles, which allows for better visuals, an updated engine, a bunch of other things. And the game, it's heavily needed at this point, because how many years have we had gunsmiths? How many years have we had the same old kind of perks? How many years have we had similar movement? Like, yeah, we're going to get wall jumps this year, but how many years has it just felt like the same game in and out over and over again? And then you get a new one every single year, and it's running the rat race, and then skill-based matchmaking is there. And then as season 1 comes the ridiculous bundles, and that's exactly what they are doing once again. So we have that. But then we have one other thing that just happened, and it is this. Now, if you haven't had the chance of going and looking at the Black Ops 7 gameplay reveal trailer, we're currently sitting at 47,000 likes and 302,000 dislikes. Once again, pretty much going into the Infinite Warfare all over again. If you read the comments, things along the lines of, "This actually made me pre-order Battlefield 6," has 153,000 likes. So, clearly there is a disconnect here. People feel as though they have wanted this down-to-earth military shooter, where over and over again, Call of Duty has promised a Gulf War game, a this game, a that game, and year after year after year, we have Hello Kitty camos and American Dad and cartoons and cel-shaded maps and all of these things thrown into the game that no one is truly asking for. Yet, Battlefield all of a sudden comes out with their great reset. And just to be clear, Battlefield 2042 just happened a few years ago, and Battlefield fans stopped playing Battlefield because of it. Yeah, some people came back over time, and yes, they did improve the game over time, but clearly they were down so bad that unlike most AAA studios at this time, they had to listen to their community. And I want to be really, really clear about one thing and one thing alone. Whether or not Black Ops 7 is fantastic, the best Call of Duty game we've had in years, or abysmal, the worst Call of Duty game we've had in years, this year is going to be good for one reason and one reason alone. Call of Duty is going to be forced into that great reset. Modern Warfare 4, if it comes out next year and it's clearly in a state where they have not listened to anything, we get a bunch of crazy skins once again, they're leaning too far into the battle royale, crossing over with the multiplayer, and doing the things that no one has asked for, they're going to be up creek without a paddle, because that is not the thing that people are asking for. And to be quite clear, this is exactly, or at least very, very close to what we have seen in the past. Years ago, we had this.
Fire. We're f***ing fire. Native guns are attacking our airship. Pilot hit. This is a full-blown.
And guess what? It ended up being one of the most disliked videos on the entire internet ever. Like I'm not over exaggerating. Like I think it's like 4 million something dislikes. This has happened to Call of Duty before, and they've pulled out of it. They've gone out of the tailspin because they were forced to actually listen to what people wanted. And again, when it came to Infinite Warfare, it came down to we have had these futuristic games year after year after year. And Infinite Warfare was just a worse version of Black Ops 3, the game that came out the year before. And then, lo and behold, the exact same year, who but Battlefield put this out? And this goes down as one of the best trailers in video game history, just to be clear. So you have Call of Duty doing the thing that no one wants, and Battlefield doing the exact thing that people are wanting. And this is the exact same thing that is happening once again. I truly believe that everything, or mostly everything, that we have seen, except for maybe the setting aside, but I personally like the futuristic setting, but I understand if you don't. Everything that we've heard about Black Ops 7 has been a good thing. No doors, no tac sprint, a better loadout system where you can actually copy other people's loadouts with ease, various different things like extra grinding, weapon prestiges. These are all good things and things people have asked for, but we're just so burnt out on skill-based matchmaking, carry forward content, ridiculous skins, and I think really those are the things that people feel like they're unlistened to. Skill-based matchmaking and the carryover ridiculous skins content, and just the game being made as a money churn for Activision and Xbox. If those things were addressed immediately, I think that could be the one thing that turns things around for Call of Duty. If skill-based matchmaking and carry forward content were addressed quickly and post haste, we might have a turning of tides. But I truly believe we're going to have probably a zombies briefing sometime early September, and then after that, Call of Duty next, end of September. I believe they said September 30th. And maybe that's when we get the big announcement. Maybe that's when the skill-based matchmaking gets pulled out. But I have to bet that it's not. And the one thing, after looking at that chart that we looked at earlier, if Call of Duty outsells Battlefield, we're all in trouble. Like, I'm not saying don't buy Battlefield or only buy Call of Duty or one or the other or anything in between. But I think there is a possibility that Call of Duty still, just from name recognition alone, the grandmas buying their grandkids video games on Christmas, it could outsell Battlefield still. And if it does, is Call of Duty not going to listen? I truly believe that with what we've seen, they're kind of forced into listening at this point, but we will see. Speak with your wallets, and if you don't like what you see from Black Ops 7, don't buy it. But if you think you might enjoy it, you don't have to listen to the Timmies and Tommies on the internet as well. Do what you enjoy, and don't do what you don't enjoy. It's that simple.
We are reaching for the stars, but we'll